I have been trying to stream this for way too long. Like the past 3 days have been terrible. Tech-wise. So see if we can switch this up and try to finish doing what we started the past 2 days. None of that's recorded though. Don't try to look for it. Again, it was all messing up. Frames were freezing, but not necessarily dropping. Like the true application and/or softwares were just not acting correctly. So, all right, to start this, we're gonna go burn some stamina, so we at least have some coming back. Beautiful. Blue is really the lowest. But we can still take chaos. Oops, that's not what we want. Slack. We can do a little bit of light, a little bit of dark. I don't want to lose those frames. It's wrong. That's not right. I don't want to be MC. I think the next demon I'm gonna super buff, or just like make a lot of love to, would probably be Guan Yu. I know I could speed it up, but I want to appreciate the art right now. I don't do it often. Things happen so quickly on this stuff. Like some of the animations I feel like you don't appreciate as much. They're still there. They still go off, just, you know. Popped. Easy peasy. Alright, now that we get it sped up a little bit, we're just gonna blast a couple of them out. Again, I don't like the term they use now. Like bleeding or leaking. I think leaking is the term. So it's like you don't want to. If you play a mobile game and or any game that like you get stamina or energy over time, if you're full and you could technically be acquiring energy or stamina, but you're not because you're capped, that's leaking. From how I read it. I dig that. I dig the term to it, that is. Instead of calling it like capped or something, because I feel like that just gives the wrong idea of what's actually happening. Sub 1400. That's nice. Super good. When I pulled him, I didn't know what I was getting into. Physical attack wise. That's alternate Susanoo, I believe. Super. Easy peasy. I like that in the beginner quest you actually have to get past. Is it all of the Aether ones? So the ones I'm doing right now? Or is it all the brands? Either way, you have to get like past stage 10 using auto. And I find it feasible at 9, but my party, at least last time I tried, couldn't necessarily take on like stage 10 without personal interference, as some of the AI don't use their skills the way they should. Can't think of the one demon's name, but it's the one guy with like the yellow cloak-ish, if you will. He's really strong physical, but he's got an amazing healing move that on auto he'll never use. I've never seen him before. today, boy. Not today. My guy. All the stuff. Super salty I didn't pull. One of the special demons from the last banner. For any Persona fan out there, it was Maya from 2. Did not receive it. More chances will come in the future though, so I'm not super salt. Oh yeah, I was supposed to take this off. That's just up, so can't see my player ID at the beginning screen. What a terrible producer. I forgot element. It's okay. We're gonna run this a little bit. And it's nice because we're getting both awakening goodies and it's event capable, so we're pulling the fruit for the wine. Shiva A is too good. Susanoo A is too good. Unfortunately, neither are paneled, so I have not pulled any form of duplicate of my really nice 5 stars. The only massive duplicates we pulled are Alice. And that's normal Alice, not Alice A. Duplicate Alice A? That's S tier. From I think PvE and PvP point of view. That turn. Wang Long started to use Megiddo. So he's low on MP this turn, decides to just attack. Yoshi ends it with a basic strike. Super simple, super simple. I'm pretty sure we've actually wrapped up the story portion of the event, but I do want to go overboard. Get both of our 5-star goodie thing. We can evolve a few more demons. Crazy the opposites between the two demons that I have that are the alternate versions though. Because Shiva, normal, is a very strong physical attack, but not the alternate version. Alternate physical is very low, but an amazing magic speed. And then vice versa with Susanoo. Thunderclap's coming right back. Doesn't do anything. It's crazy some of the lower like 3-star, maybe even potential 4-star monsters will throw around an element that they're like potent in, but then they also like repel it or drain it. But it's crazy that Mr. Horseman here is going to throw a light around and then just get blasted by it as it comes back and it repels. Happens. Violent Slash is so good. The first time I saw that actually go off, because the way I branded him, it was just like based off of starting stats, and it's like you could see that he was a high strength demon. But man, very, very potent. And this move also nice, but I feel that I need to increase the accuracy of Yoshi. And I'm pretty sure once we panel Yoshi, he gets a lot more damage output. So, excited to see a duplicate in the future. I start Ose. Ose was crazy. Like, the first month of this game, everybody was running it. Hopefully the 5th isn't super needed for me within the lawful 9. So it's more of a fame build than it is like a valuable asset to the team. Even not pulling crits, third eye still does healthy damage to the whole enemy. The Wang one's paneled actually just like reduces all elemental damage if he stays alive on the party. Pretty good. He plays a really like strong support role. If his Megiddo was transferable, I'd probably make him more of a support. And then in any mission in which you'd bring him in, you would just like pass constantly. Unless it was time to support. But you wouldn't waste an icon for him to cast, you know, a magic spell that could be potentially used elsewhere. And someone else can crank out a lot more damage. That Violent Slash could have been GG. It should have been GG. Ooh, he's like, death magic. Oh shit, how about... No! Yeah, you killed yourself, Am. Sit down. Opt. Run it 3 more times. Yeet. Rip. Keep it. You did good. You did good, Mike. What? My poor chair. My poor everything. Honestly, I feel like when Yoshi's in his time, when you're in ×3 speed, when you do his ability, it goes underappreciated. When you're in like normal speed, it's like bah, bah, bah. You're like, when is it gonna stop? Does this end? So good. Os Damon. Uno más. See it was like, and then Chiva could have passed there. It's all good. Like, we're not manually controlling combat, so I can't get picky. What did he say? I want him to say it again. What did he say about Mott being his brother? What up, Vale? Okay, you don't have to talk about it no more. Beautiful, mate. Alright, so he's just a crazy horse dealer. And we shall treat him as such. This is some of the stuff I was actually messing with last night during a failed stream. So I upgraded. I was kind of going by name. And I wish I could actually sort by like the 5 stars, but I don't think I can. Because I can't add another filter to it. It's okay. So we're going down. Yep, so we got Alice pumped. Keeping this one for just in case, because we have to kill 2 to even fill the next panel. And I might actually want teal. But so far purple's probably the way we're gonna go. Bielsa, you're not a true 5. Black Rider, right? Yes, yes, my friend. Nullifies fire due to... I wish it would actually show me, I figured your skill was doing that. I wish it would actually show me this, like their true elemental relationship. If you were to like hover over it, like you can with certain things. Not that certain things show you the true relationship, like before a stat or a skill change, but I digress. Like, there's certain things where you can like hover over it, and it gives you bonus information. So why not? Why not? And it's like, I know you can Google it, you can just like wiki it, but you want to keep people in your game. Design-wise, you don't want to just like let them walk away to a different website or a different channel to find more information that you could just give them. It's your game. Okay, he's pretty good. Enduring Soul is actually incredibly nice. And then he nullifies. I can only assume what was a weakness, but let's look it up. Oh yeah, he's weak to fire. Jeez. And GG. Like Teal's probably the way to go with him. For sustainability, that is. Alright, Black's locked in. Just needs to get leveled up. Hey, Sojo. Is that who this is? Man, some of these enemies just immediately make me want to go play Nocturne, which is probably what's going to happen very soon. What? Also comes back. I can just straight pick people up. Cast 8 drains 1 back. And you get 3 per turn, so at max you're going to treat it like a hyper beam on turn 1. Because it's going to go soul drain. Put you at 3. Next turn, put you at 6. And then, obviously skip. Next turn, put you at 9. Soul drain. So it's every other turn for 3 soul drains. And then it's going to take 2 turns to fill it up. Unless you were to use, like, Cleansing Shot or something. Yo, Preach is insane, so that counters any form of Charm Team. Yeah, that's crazy. Next. Cool model. Super sweet. I feel like I don't need that. I feel like that's a... I can get rid of that. And then we drop down like a resist ice. Because he's already going to gain repel electricity once we awaken him. Easy resist ice slot replacement for the damage panel immunity, and then something in the 5th. The reason I say that, I would have to sort by grade because I really don't remember what her name is. Sort by grade and descend. Okay. You. Ishtar. Loktar. She's already running damage panel immunity. And I'm thinking, with how she feels. Wait a second. Are you branded? A little bit. I was gonna say, if you're not, yo, if she wasn't branded, I was like, that magic is really, really high. Support is nice. Ishtar's these. But honestly, what I'm seeing here is this isn't needed. I guess that's okay. It's so situational though. And I hate the wasted slots for something that's like can only be used at the beginning of a round. Again, off a 50-50 chance. I know it's not 50-50, it's based upon the speed of the party, and it's like visible before the fight, but what I'm saying is it's either you win or you don't, right? You either have the speed or you don't. I would need to pull some other colors and or look at the other ones on El Google, but based upon that's really good. I want to see what her like support build is. So or not support. What I'm trying to say is yellow. Archetype. It's not what I thought it would be. Oh wow. Her teal gets rid of both of her weaknesses as opposed to just one. And she's woke too? What was I thinking? That was a couple months back when they were doing an event inside of the Labyrinth. At least it was heavily influenced by like these Labyrinth trips. So I wanted something that was like worth having in my party-ish, that was still getting rid of damage panels. And that was my go-to. Again though, I think he's dropping it. I don't think there's any reason to run it on him. In the ore gate. Could you imagine if it just said nullifies damage panels and it meant like when you're paneling the false advertisement. Okay, he's good. We're gonna woke. He gonna get woke. You gonna get woke. Fairly quick. We can add to that. I think really what we're going to do is accuracy, right? Yeah, he's got power, but the main thing you want from him is poison. Good. Check. Go on. Show me, go on. Survey says I don't have a decent color. Even though it's War Dance Physicamp? How much doper is Teal? Teal, you gotta be good. Oh my. Okay, so he's already null physical. Teal gives him drain physical. Won't mean too much if someone's running one of those like very potent, all my physical attackers are going to pierce you, which is most of the physical teams on the ladder. But that's still really cool that it gets drain fizz. That butcher passive. Because you already have Dragon Blade. 150 power on single, and then if it hits successfully, you give 80 power to all. 7 MP. If you base it off of any other color in which he would receive, there's no other physical attack that he would get that costs less MP. In fact, he only gains one other physical attack with the red. And that is weaker than Dragon Blade twice on all enemies. And probably if we took the amount of damage going on that first single targeted enemy from Dragon Blade, it's probably almost evened out. So Vorpal Blade is not needed from the red banner. Neither is Butcher, as that can be transferred. I feel like the Fizz Amp from this yellow is going unnoticed. I feel like it's going unnoticed as I look at this. This is... I'm looking at the wiki. And they're calling out Teal. And again, I get Teal. What's your point behind those? Let me look one more time. Again, I think they're overlooking yellow. Purple does get null mortal though. And null mortal you're only going to see on 3 demons, including the alternate Alice, this purple Guan Yu, and then Ziwang Mu. Welp. It's all good. I see where purple would probably be the best. It's the null mortal. But I don't know why they're calling Teal out like that. Pointless. To me. And that Ghost Rider combo with What's his face? Nope. Oh man. Alright, so see, I thought this was the way to go. He was my first one of Huang Di. And man, I thought this was the way to go. Because the null fizz, bloody, well, I put bloody glee on, right? But null fizz and then salvation. The salvation seems crazy. And he still throws a lot of attacks around, with the AI being attack and not support. Obviously though, because it's Huang Di. The part that makes me feel bad. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, I'm looking right at you. Is that red is the real way to go, and I didn't pull this until quite a bit later. But with this one, so 80s, 120 all, no bonus. Ying Long Killer, it's wow. That's his though. That's his shit. That's gonna be 150 power all, with a 50% chance of critting. 2 more additional mana points compared to Hades Blast. So if you're balling on a budget, you're not going to hit as hard and less of a chance to crit. Berserker God inflicts physical on a single 160, but you're only using 5, so this is almost, I wouldn't say guaranteed a return, but it's not going to screw you over like some of the other ones. Alright. I like my yellow one, to be honest. And that puts a 65% crit rate on Yinglong. This one's a weird build, honestly, to me. I don't like Berserker God being on this guy. I guess if you're trying to like save MP, but even then, you're not going to be using that. Like, you're going to save it so you can blast Yinglong. Maybe if you're going against a boss. Wing D, you're going to chill for a second. I need to think about you. Speaking of Huang, it's Snake Boy. Now this is another one that doesn't need. He doesn't need to be teal, but teal's pretty nice. Nullifying the dark, and then that tankiness of the fact that you got Enduring Soul on it, which is now the third one that I think we've seen tonight. We could run Black Rider, oh, I can't remember his name, I just said it earlier. And then, like, we just make a whole team full of Enduring. Let's see, so everybody says that you want yellow or purple on Huang. Replacing Null Dark and Enduring Soul with yellow, you would have Luster Candy Serial Killer. Luster is another 8 MP cost, so you're not going to rip that turn 1. But that's attack. It's everything buffed by all party members 20% 3 turns. Serial Killer being a passive of plus 10% to multiple target attack skill damage. Kind of cool, I guess, if you're trying to like do some form of buff on Megiddo. But I don't think it's really what you're looking for. And again, it was yellow or purple on the archetype. Speedster's really cool. Plus 50% to battle speed of this demon. I think I already branded mine out to actually have speed, which is weird. Probably not the best way to build him, but that's just how I did when I first got him. Because I wanted him to get out and get my team prepped with 5 elements. So really, if I ran purple, it would prevent the branding that I've done to him. And then Hellgaze, 7 MP, Inflex Dark, 180 single. Not bad. He would be like a Pocket Dark. So really, you know, going purple archetype, he's a Pocket Dark caster. Not really. With incredible amount of speed. I guess at that point you would just try to dedicate as many brands as you can to a magic boost and potential like magic amp 2 or 3 leveled up, and or something that says I guess it would be Serial Killer, wouldn't it? Now that I think about it, it's like, do you want to go really fast with Speedster and then find a Serial Killer to transfer, or run Serial Killer the get-go? I guess it depends on if you're going to put it on a slow or fast team. You might almost want to build 2 Huang Longs. My goodness. Ishtar, looked at you. Again, I think I want to see yellow and teal. Or I think I already did. I think it was already this. Oops. Okay, so this is one of the demons that really benefits from being neutral archetype. Miss Lilith. As neutral, she gets insanity, and what you're really wanting to do here is lure them and charm them, right? So 35 base chance with that charm. Insanity is going to give you plus 20, making it 55, and then I believe you're going to want to run Xianyan. and that will increase the odds of your charm. That's good. Because A, with it being a common type, it's easy to fuse this demon. It's got a pretty simple path. And so you're going to want to make your main one, and then 6 more, I believe it is. Because you're going to want to melt 1 for this using 100, melt 2 more for this using 200, and then 3 more for panel 3. But if you look, her panels are really, really nice. If this is confusing, just know that just because she nullifies it doesn't mean she's not going to get hit by it, right? So there's a good chance that the big bad Dark Caster has, you know, Dark Pierce on, and it's still going to rip right through. And without a high pool of health and not being that tanky of a character, it could probably still hurt if it's a stat that you once nullified. So that's decent. The plus 15% chance to inflict status ailments. So now we're at what? It was 35 and 20, so 55 plus 15, 70. Not including what Xionyan's throwing at us. So that's, I mean, we're looking at a pretty high chance to inflict that charm, which leads into panel 3. Being once you do inflict said charm, 30% chance to bind all enemies upon that charm. And that's not limited. That's not 1 per round, etc. So I think, you know, if you get a couple charms out per round, or I wonder if it's per amount of demons hit. Like if you charm 2 right there, is she gonna go bind on all, being like a 30% chance twice? Or is it like she attacked once, 1 to 3 enemies got charmed, she's now going to do the bind all? That's something to look into. Alright, Lucifer. He's actually a good place to end, because we're going alphabetically. So, with Luce, pretty sure the big bad is going to be all or random, plus 20. Which literally is Megiddo. It's Morningstar. It's a single, isn't it? Yeah. So that Trisagion isn't benefiting from Butcher, but all the almighty abilities that he has, including Evil Gaze, because it's random, does benefit from it. Evil Gaze isn't necessary. We're probably going to rip that off of him. I think the best reason to run this is the Butcher. Yeah. I don't think this is needed. We could probably drop that. I do appreciate putting on the Resist Light. That was one of his biggest weaknesses. In fact, I feel like that was his only true weakness, besides like some of his like hindrances and their like where he lacks a little bit. We'll probably drop Evil Gaze. The Butcher from Purple Panel, probably the best roll loose. Vitality, Mind Blast, no. Rakarmdra, Null Charm, not necessary. If you're using loose as a support, it's because that's the only color you pulled. We know what purple is, and then teal being Drain Light, Marin Carrion. Drain Light's pretty cool, but I'm not stressing it. We resist it if we ever get the chance to like repel or whatnot from a certain Buron transfer. We might jump on that train, but for now, the fact that it's not a weakness, though we don't give them any press turn icons. So Lucy's a good place to end it. Obviously, we still have like more demons to go through. There's just so much, so it's like we're gonna continue cleaning up the demons. That was just kind of a preview of what we're doing. So it's like currently in Dx2. I'm just doing a little bit of event grinding, trying to get all the goodies out of this one. And we're going through the box, and I'm making sure that I'm not overstepping and overpouring assets into demons that we shouldn't. Like for example, a yellow Hoang D. Now, I'll still use them. I'll still get something out of the demon. I'm not just gonna burn him and panel him immediately. I think he's actually underutilized based upon what I was looking at, like out of a tier list. But I don't want to make too many more mistakes, right? I don't want to accidentally like pump something because I'm like, oh man, I finally got one, but it's actually like the worst version of that demon. So continue going through the box, continue grinding at the event. I'll try to keep some of the stuff we can talk about that's worth, you know, going over in some content, but I'll try to keep some of the boring stuff off to the side. Once the demons are all kind of where I want them, we're probably going to look into making some like unique parties and builds, compositions, and then continue playing the game. A lot of fun. I'm hoping for a couple more banners to come back, like the interdimensional or extra dimensional, where we can get the alternate units, and then also the Maya unit that was just out probably 3 weeks to a month ago. So excited for that to come back around. That's what we're definitely saving gems for. Beyond that, more soon.